This is My Favorite Mortgage Podcast. I am Jaimie Booth, licensed loan originator in Arizona and Texas, and you are listening to a newer podcast streaming on all major platforms, and you can find us on our YouTube channel at My Favorite Mortgage with Jaimie Booth. We have another great episode coming up with one of my favorite guests and one of my favorite people. We have Zee Salcinovic here with us.
Hi there. Thank you for having me again.
Yes.
Yes, let's talk today.
Let's talk.
Yes.
Okay. Talk business or personal?
How about we start with business and then we kind of merge into the personal?
Okay.
All right.
Business. I just came back from being out of town.
Okay.
And I had no Wi-Fi where I was. I'm sorry. No cell phone service. No nothing. I was in the middle of nowhere, and it was a little nerve-wracking to not know where my loans were at or not know what was going on with my pipeline and my clients.
I think this warrants a screenshot of your email inbox.
Yes.
Just to see the thousands of emails that have come through.
It wasn't as bad as I anticipated. It was in the hundreds for sure.
Okay.
But then what happened was when I got into cell phone coverage, my phone went voicemail, and just kept ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, that's not stressful.
Nothing was coming in. Nothing was going out. So this time of the year, I thought, I'm going to be slow in December. Yeah, that's a good tip. If you want to get busy in your business, go on vacation.
I think that's Murphy's Law.
Yes.
I think when things get tough, when things get slow, many of us just kind of pack up and go and reset, and we come back to the deals.
Yes.
Yes.
So it was a nice surprise, but I'm still going through all my emails and what do I need, what I need to follow up on. But it was nice.
Good.
Like, I haven't broke away all year.
I hope there's business waiting in those inboxes for you.
Yep. First, we're going to eat lunch.
Yes.
Give me the energy to attack my outlook.
Okay.
How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. We are enjoying some 50s and 60s and even 70s degree weather down here in southern Arizona. For all you across the country shoveling snow and enjoying your snow tires, houses are still relatively cheap down here, and we have no snow.
Yes.
It is wonderful down here. And
No ice.
And no ice, and we do not need to wear coats and things like that. It is wonderful. Yes.
I still like to wear my turtlenecks.
Yeah. We do get a little chilly, us Arizonans. Come 55 degrees, we're all in jackets. But hey, that's just us.
You know what I saw? We like to wear sweaters, but then we wear flip-flops.
So that's the Arizona uniform.
Yeah.
And that's us. Don't judge us. We're a little bit confused. We're winter up here and summer down there.
Yep.
And
People still wear shorts and flip-flops and sandals and
Yes.
But so how's business going for you?
So business is interesting. I'm getting a lot of out-of-box sort of stuff, alternative financing, and I might have even mentioned to you some bank statement loans, which I've not had the opportunity to do in the last handful of months or so. So it's nice to get reacclimated and
Let's tell our audience, what is a bank statement loan?
So bank statement loan is the kind of loan where I would give you your income out of the deposits in your bank statements. So generally, those bank statement loans pertain to self-employed people. And I would take their business bank statements.
Not their personal.
Not their personal.
They have to have a business account.
They have to have a business account.
Okay.
And I would go through those statements. I would take into consideration all of their business deposits. And then I would add those up over 12 or 24 months. And then I would give them a percentage of that as monthly income.
So you take an average out of the 24 months?
24 or 12.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
What's going to determine the difference?
Well, if somebody has had a worse year than the one that we're in right now, then I want to take into consideration the most recent 12 months. If they are a even-keeled, solid sort of performer, business-wise that is, then I take into consideration a 24-month average, and that shows a much more solid business in place.
what kind of down payment do these specialty loans need?
So exactly. So generally they go down as 10%, as low as 10%, but then the mortgage insurance is a little bit tough to digest on those. So we're going generally 20, 25 at 30 at times. I mean, it is an alternative form of financing.
Right.
Nonetheless,
You're still getting a loan.
you're still getting the loan.
Buying a house.
Exactly.
And it's going to come with a cost. You have to pay for money sometimes.
That's right. That's right. You gotta pay to play, especially when you're doing this out of box sort of stuff. So, yeah.
Gotcha. So you've got one of those in the pipeline now.
I do.
How's it going?
It's going pretty good. My client is a solid performer, business that's been around for a while, and it's looking good. It's looking good. Those deposits, they're all pretty even from month to month. The business is performing pretty solid and in a very stable way.
Does a specialty loan like that, take longer from contract to close? Or is it the normal 30 days? Or do you give yourself a little bit of extra time and all parties involved?
That is a really good question. So generally, and whenever you have the kind of loan that's out of the box, you want to give yourself a bit more time. But where I need more time right now is during the pre-qualification process, because I have to figure out that income. Because the client will come to you, but they don't know how it is that I qualified them by these statements. And so they'll say, well, Zee, I am depositing $100,000 a month in my business. So that's wonderful. That's 1.2 over the year. I divvy that up and, it's great. But I have to take into consideration certain ratios of deposits as opposed to business expenses. You see, the bank statement loan does not take into consideration the taxable income or the taxable income that was written off.
So you don't look at their
I do not.
federal taxes?
I do not. So if you're the kind of business owner that makes $1 million a year and then writes off $950,000, I am the guy that you need to talk to. That being said, I cannot take into consideration a wholehearted 100% of all the business deposits. So I have to figure out which investor, which product suits my client best to get them to that number that they want.
And that's where it takes a little bit more
Exactly.
time.
So generally, I need about a day or two extra to sit down, go through, a year or 2 years worth of 1, 2, 3 businesses worth of deposits, do those correct ratios, decide which deposits are appropriate, which aren't, and things like that.
Yeah, that does sound time consuming.
On the front end, it certainly does, but it's well worth putting in the initial time into somebody that wouldn't qualify the conventional or the cookie cutter way otherwise.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Nice.
Yeah. It's. I think this is the sort of time where we all have to think out of the box. And
I'm doing one too that's a little out of the box.
Tell me about it.
So this one is someone who just recently relocated for work.
Oh yeah,
from another
where?
country.
Okay.
And so his social security number was like baby new. And so when you don't have a history of U.S. credit, we have to go a little outside of the box to do a specialty type of loan. Can we do it? Absolutely. Are you going to pay for it? Yeah, you're going to pay for credit and to be able to borrow money. And then eventually the goal is to refinance him into traditional lending because his credit history will have grown throughout the next 6-7 months. So it's, I love the fact that we always have these little, these options or different solutions. And you mentioned that we have to go through investors. We have to go through which bank would do A, B, and C and have D available. So that's where I agree. It takes a little bit more time where you can't just say on a Saturday, yeah, you're pre-approved. I need to do some more work to ensure, because you get to know me, I will not put my name on a pre-qual. It's a sure thing. And just, realtors out there listening, when we're doing these specialty loans, it does take a little bit more time for the pre-approval. But then once we know you're good, you got the green light,
Well, just like you said, finding that investor or that investor set. So at times, we are number crunchers. We are bankers in that sort of sense. We're also matchmakers in a way. We have to find the right fit for our client and our investor, us as well, to kind of have that good match to the point where we can close and everybody can be of use to each other.
Right.
Yep.
Right. So, Zee, any plans for Christmas?
Not much. We'll stay right here in town. We'll open up presents Christmas Day, the whole 9 yards. Just nice.
Your voice.
Yeah, Santa comes via the Amazon truck delivery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I know. It was so sweet when the little nickel leaf and it goes away.
Yeah. How about you? You just had a visit with your daughter.
Yeah.
Out in California. Did you take your gift with you?
Yeah, we did our Christmas already.
I figured you would do it early just because you had an opportunity to see her.
And as they get older, like even the wrapping, I just bought a big gift box and I just put everything in there. And I'm like, you want an eyeliner and lipsticks and whatever? That's my wrapping.
Yeah.
I don't even take the time with the ribbon and everything.
So what you're saying, it does get easier.
It gets so much easier.
Okay, noted.
And she'll do the, Mom, this is what I need. Okay. And she'll list out, and it's mainly, she did her also makeup. Tons of makeup, facial cleansers and stuff like that. So she makes it pretty easy. And then every now and then she'll be like, I want this book. My kid is a book nerd.
She's a reader.
I
like that.
Just totally reads. She's been a reader since she was little, and I'm going to embarrass her right now. Okay. Trick.
Ready.
Here's a trick, guys. You want to potty train your child very easily? Put books in the bathroom.
All right. It's out there.
It's out there. Put books, and they're sitting and they're reading their book, and it was one of the easiest ways to potty train. And since then, she just goes through books and books and books every single day. She reads every day.
She probably reminisces and does so in the bathroom.
Yep, exactly. So now she can't go unless she reads.
Your poor kid. Yeah.
Well, we are actually wrapping up 2023. And, this year's has had some major ups and downs in our industry and for realtors as well. Our realtor partners have gone through some, changes and some big headlines in the news. And I was talking to one of my realtor partners and, these lawsuits with NAR, and there's still more coming. I feel like every single week, there's another one filed in Ohio. There's another one filed in Florida. And they're going through these what's going to happen moments. And I can't help but take my own self back to 2008, 9, and 10, when we had to go through the same growing pains and legislation came in to streamline loan officers on how are you paid. RESPA, TILA, the Dodd-Frank Act.
Yeah, we've gone through that process a number of years before.
Yeah, and it took a long time. It wasn't just, you guys can't get paid that, but we had to go through some growing pains and a lot of what's going to happen feeling.
Yes.
And I think that the end result was something that was necessary. There was no oversight in mortgage before then, and now there's major oversight. And our pay was drastically affected. And we've learned to adapt. And we've been living this for 15 years now.
Yeah.
And when I had that conversation, I said, just be patient because you're a good one. You're ethical, you're smart, you have integrity. It's going to change the way you're paid, but you're going to adapt. You're going to adapt to whatever transpires. But it was almost deja vu. We went through the same thing. And we were a big part, not all of it, for the crash.
Right.
We were definitely, taking advantage of situations. And we were paid 4 times more than we are now, but we adapted. And the ones that are good, we're still here. We're still here. We're still, helping families because that was not our money was not our purpose. It was to help, people buy homes. So,
Well, if I may add to that, I mean, if you're in this business strictly for the money, strictly for the paycheck, your outlook and your performance will be short-lived.
mm-hmm.
You gotta come and play in this sort of realm and in this business, and especially in your very community. If you're not coming in, big picture, add to your community in the way of value, in the way of educating people, in the way of being service to home buyers and those needing to refinance, you will not be around for long.
No.
I doubt it.
I'm looking forward to 2024.
I am as well. This year has been an interesting one, with rates, with the two conflicts on Europe's Eastern Front and Holy Land. It's been a tough year all around. The market has very much slowed down, almost to a breaking point, to the detriment of many of our referring partners. So
Colleagues.
Yes, and colleagues as well, but people in our very industry. So I very much look forward to 24 and what it holds for us. It's almost like, hey, how much worse can it get? It can only get better.
You better knock on wood right now, please.
Yeah.
We're going to do more in 2024.
There you go. That's
my new
well.
motto.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you again to Zee for coming on.
Thank you for having me again.
Have a great time with you. And we've got, a lot to look forward to, a lot of work ahead of us. There's no quick fix for the housing market. You stick with the people that genuinely care to see you into a home and you'll be fine.
Yes.
So before we go, I have some dad jokes.
Okay.
Dad jokes.
Let's do it.
Okay. And these are kind of Christmassy themed.
Okay.
Okay. How much did Santa pay for his sleigh?
I don't know.
Nothing. It was on the house.
Okay. Good.
What nationality is Santa Claus?
I don't know. German?
North Polish.
No.
That was a good one. I like that one.
Okay.
What did Adam say on the day before Christmas?
I don't know.
It's Christmas Eve.
Good one. Yeah.
What do grapes sing at Christmas time?
A wine song?
'Tis the season to be jelly.
Okay, good.
Okay, that's all I got.
All right.
That's all I got.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Yeah, that was some Christmas themes. I think this will probably come out
I think
after Christmas.
Yes.
But we're going to be taking a few weeks off and a few breaks from the podcast to enjoy not only family time, but just wrapping up the end of the year. This kind of gets a little crazy for us. Make sure the end of the year is all wrapped up and we get a fresh, clean slate in a few weeks. And we have to do all this all over again.
Yes, come the first of the year, we start from scratch.
All over again.
Yes.
All right. Well, is there any last advice for any buyers or sellers before we end?
All right. So everybody's doing Christmas shopping. If you're taking on new credit and you don't expect that bill and come January the 1st and all of a sudden there's a new bill, make sure that everybody's up to date and current. Big deal. These holidays do have an adverse effect on people's credit scores and their lendability.
Yes. Good point. Great advice. Anyone who is currently pre-approved out there shopping.
Yes.
If you start adding on more debt, please check with your loan officer just to make sure that you don't have any obstacles that come up once you get into contract.
Yes.
Great advice. Thank you for that. Yes. Anything else?
That's it. Everybody be safe out there. Thank you for all your support. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Thank you. Yes. And I'd like to send off with that as well. We wish everyone a happy holiday season. Thank you so much for those who have subscribed to our channel, who has given us any feedbacks and comments. We really appreciate your support. We couldn't do it without you. We are here to help with the home buying journey. So if you have any questions or would just like to get started, you can always reach us on My Favorite Mortgage on YouTube. My email is myfavemortgage@gmail.com. You can find us on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and we hope all of you have a happy holiday season. Thank you.
Holiday. Bye-bye.